Star Citizen developer Cloud Imperium Games' latest tech demo boldly positions their in-house game engine as the future of gaming. The outset of their sprawling 24-minute showcase for StarEngine even features the disclaimer: everything you're about to see has been captured in-engine as one continuous shot without loading screens. The intention surely to allay any trepidation into its genuineness as much as it is an advertisement for CIG's technical achievement. After 12-ish years in development, it's understandable Star Citizen has its fair share of detractors. And with this video being a technical demonstration and not actual in-game footage, the usual caveat with this sort of thing remains. Until we see it in its actual situation, until we breathe in the air of its biomes, until we walk its space station corridors, until we trailblaze through billions of kilometers of open space without encountering a loading screen, as the showcase has us believe is possible, then we must take this demonstration with a pinch of salt. Even if everything promised in CIG's self-declared glimpse of the future were technically possible, how would it perform for the player? Is modern hardware actually up to the task? Gut feeling is this window of the future isn't on the horizon, but still very much a distant speck in the far reaches of the universe. It's a high-res infrared of the Horsehead Nebula, crystal clear as if you could disperse its graceful billow with the palm of your hand, but still so achingly far away. But just imagine for a second if every feature presented in CIG's StarEngine showcase was a reality. Ignore the doubts in your mind for a moment and allow yourself to be enraptured by the possibilities. This trailer, after all, presents a visage of interstellar travel in one continuous thrilling experience. The transition from space to ground is seamless, seemingly effortless even. Its sequences are undeniably awe-inspiring, taking in snow-capped mountain ranges and icy metropolises, subterranean mining operations, verdant pastures complete with grazing fauna and agriculture, plentiful cloud cities, wormhole-adjacent neon-dubbed gas stations, and enough outposts to fill a sci-fi feature length. Dynamic environmental weather sprinkles every vista in natural beauty. Shafts of sunlight beam through planet-scale volumetric clouds. Fog fully integrated into the atmosphere cloaks valleys shaped by rivers. Planets harbor full day and night cycles depending on the rotation and proximity to their star. Terrestrial environments are malleable via physically based destruction as well, although it'll be interesting to see just how much of the universe can be blasted into smithereens. Increasingly impressive is the demonstration's interiors, bustling urban areas brimming with life, public transit flows to its own timetable, multi-crew spaceships work in the stratosphere, industrial gas venting space stations orbit distant planets. There's even an unfortunate ship on a downward trajectory owing to a raging internal fire, with fire extinguisher-clad NPCs a nice addition to StarEngine footage previously shared. The attention to detail seeps into the minutiae too, physically based water FX curl puddles and lake surfaces in the stream of a passing Gladius thruster. Sweat and tears seep out of an explorer's pores. Skin appears freckled, scarred, tattooed, and even glistening. It's as if Cloud Imperium Games have covered everything there is to cover in the universe, however it's not even clear if this footage is 100% real time. If we were able to accuse CIG of misleading us, then we might say that some of these wormhole transitions may harbor a loading screen or two. We're not saying that, of course, but billions of kilometers of vast, unexplored universe can't be rendered in seconds, surely. The footage shared is inarguably impressive, with no doubt a ton of hard graft from CIG's workforce going into this presentation. It's a little too good to be true, isn't it? Many of the features presented, such as the seamless transition from space to ground and vice versa, are already possible in Star Citizen's playable alpha, but the experience is oftentimes accompanied by stuttered spaceflight. Just because the bulk of the features here are playable, it doesn't make this technical demonstration 100% representative. This level of simulation and attention to detail is going to inevitably encounter problems, with even this tech demo showing its limited draw distance from time to time. But after all, StarEngine is Cloud Imperium Games' proprietary tech, and if anyone's going to wrestle the best out of it, it's of course them. Star Citizen started life on a customized version of CryEngine 3. Before long, development transitioned to Amazon's Lumberyard engine, which itself is a derivative of CryEngine. The alterations made by CIG in the years succeeding have evolved into its own breakaway game engine. CryEngine does have its own usability issues, so there is promise, if nothing else, that Cloud Imperium Games have enhanced it enough to make it their own. and thus continue to furrow away behind the scenes, ironing out kinks before the game eventually releases. CIG is clear that StarEngine is for their use only, and will not be put up for sale to third-party studios. In the works is a new Gen 12 renderer that'll enhance the performance of Star Citizen and its companion single-player spaceflight sim, Squadron 42. Integral to this update is improvements to CPU scalability, meaning both experiences should be able to better harness available CPU cores. Ray tracing, a feature promised to crowdfunders, is still reportedly in the pipeline as well. By the time Star Citizen eventually comes out, real-time path tracing will probably already have arrived, soon to be usurped by some even fancier tech. And that's the thing, isn't it? Yes, Cloud Imperium Games are likely right in declaring their StarEngine showcase as the future of gaming. But the question is, how long into the future are we actually talking? It's going to need some nifty servers to smoothly generate all this content, right? Yes, it'll be using a client-server model to generate a planet's surface, but there's so much that needs to be done instantaneously to convincingly convey the illusion of a fully explorable planet. Real-time biome generation, dense environmental procedural generation, terrain tessellation, dynamic planetary weather systems, ecosystem generation, space stations streaming on demand. The list is unfathomably large, as you can tell. In fact, it's a whole universe available on demand, a bazillion channels on TV with only bare-bones programs scheduled. The rest is just made up on the fly, improvisation from an encyclopedia of rules. Now, it's no wonder the game is reportedly at only about 25% completion, although the standalone single-player component, Squadron 42, is locked in a polishing phase right now. Star Citizen is such a gargantuan undertaking, it'll be a miracle if CIG ever actually pulls this off. Other games, Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky, Starfield, are attempting the limitless space explorer sim to varying degrees of success. None are quite as enveloping as Star Citizen though. There's hope that we can see StarEngine's tech demo for what it is, a glimpse into the far-flung future, a distant promise of technical abundance and ultimate freedom. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.